So we've been getting quite a few emails from VCs who have interest in Innform, the new tool we're building, which is in beta at the moment. And that's great, obviously, because when you get these reach outs from VCs, it's a very good sign. It means that your product is looking good, the marketing is doing its work, the positioning, it seems to be calibrated correctly. So good feedback, and obviously it's a great sign. But the question that obviously presents itself at the very point when you have calls with VCs or even just get an email from them, the first thing that comes to mind is this a good idea? Should I be entertaining this? Should I be considering this at this early stage? And as we know, early investments aren't always yielding the best outcome for co-founders, because the company isn't valuated in a very big way, so the valuation is so small and so on. So typically the deals aren't great, but it could be a necessity for that team to make anything happen. So I understand how important early investment is to some people. But what we've decided to do, about 2 years ago when Seb and I were discussing something like Innform, discussing our first SaaS tool, when we decided to switch Sebadza from a purely custom software company to a products software company, which is a shift we've done over the past year or so, which we've now completed. When we were discussing it, we thought, look, let's raise the money ourselves. Let's build in into the business plan of Sebadza. Let's build a section where we say, look, we're going to put aside X amount of euro every quarter towards Innform. And we've done that quarter over quarter, and we've raised the money ourselves and then invested it. But what that gave us isn't just the cash to start the company, which is obviously essential, but it gave us the experience required to build the business in the meantime, in the process. And also we came to understand the market inside out, the market which we operate in, the e-learning market and the industries which we cater for. So we got to know those two things very intimately, inside out, to the point that when we actually started to build Innform, we're rather, I'd say, confident that this is going to work. Obviously, we didn't know all of the pieces, and we are yet to find out some, but we're rather confident it will work because we know we understand the need, we understand the market, and we understand the technology very well, thanks to those 2 years during which we built our capital. So it's not to say that starting a company is so easy. No, it's not. You still have to raise the money. And it's not to say that investment is a bad idea, but you do have to understand that if you're completely new to the process and to the industry and to the technology with which you're working, I'd say think twice. I'd say my advice would be, first and foremost, make sure that you do have the experience. Make sure that you do understand what you're dealing with. Make sure you understand the competition, make sure you understand the market before you take anyone's money and build the company. So I'll end there. If you have any questions, comments, I actually will say one thing, that what I'm saying is mainly targeted towards new startups in the first year, people who are totally new to this world and dealing with a startup in its first year, because obviously funding is important eventually to grow from A to B and B to C. Most companies will need funding, and so it's hard to go at it alone, but in the beginning I think it's totally doable. As I would say, it's highly beneficial to do it on your own, take the hard way. Okay, that's it from me, and see you soon.